Hello everyone, I'm Lakshmi Kushwaha, your educator for human resource management, and continuing the series of human resource development. Let's start today's video without any delay. So in previous class, we studied HRD matrix, we studied the concept of HRD given by Leonard Nadler. Now let's understand the concept of HRD scorecard. Now, this is again very important, repetitively asked question in exam, or you can say a trending topic. So before understanding HRD scorecard, let's understand what do you mean by scorecard. Since childhood, you all must have been receiving your mark sheet, your scorecard for your performances in this school. What does this scorecard shows? This scorecard actually shows what were the indicators, in the sense what were the subjects, what was their marks, how much marks they were in on all, and how much you have gained. First unit test, second unit test, third unit test, and final. So every time these scores appear in every unit. So if unit test is 1 is over, basis or your performances in the given subjects, you prepare your strategy for next upcoming exam. So if you are weak in maths, you understand I need to focus on maths. If you are good in English, you know I just need to revise. And accordingly, by this scores, by this marks which you have gained, you prepare your strategy, you undergo the training, you design your working hours or study hours. So what does this overall scorecard or mark sheet shows? It shows that what all indicators or what all performances are there currently and how you have to improve them. How you want to achieve something which you decided early before you got admitted to this school or this particular course. Similarly, it is same for HRD. HRD scorecard, it is an indicator of level of the performance of different HR functions. Specifically, you can call them at, it is a level or it is an indicator of level of HR maturity. Now, what is maturity? How to or what to what degree your HR, human resources or HRD system is matured enough to achieve the organizational goal. Now, what does this all mean? Further going, before I go into the detail, let's understand three things. There is a concept called as balanced scorecard. There is HR scorecard. There is HRD scorecard and workforce scorecard. They are specifically, respectively, doing their work in the given dimension. Balanced scorecard given by Kalpan and Norton, author you need to remember. HR scorecard given by Dave Ulrich. HRD scorecard TV Rao. And your workforce analysis is Halshed. Okay. Now, what is balanced scorecard? Just now I explained you. This is the performance. This complete scorecard, your mark sheet shows your performance. So balanced scorecard shows complete business performance. It's complete business. HR scorecard, it shows the performances of HR functions. Recruitment, training and development, performance appraisal, and all such other functions. Planning, and every function which is related to HR. That is represented by HR scorecard. HRD scorecard is specifically related to development. It means, let's understand, this month or last month, I arranged this training and program into this category. These were the employees who undergone or underwent the training program, and the changes in their behavior are this, and they have resulted into the return on investment or profit or such kind. So specifically how developmental program, human resource development programs have aligned to the organizational goals. That is human resource development. TV Rao and Uday Parikh were the one who actually introduced the HRD system or the scorecard in country. TV Rao is regarded as father of HRD in India. Larsen and Toubro was the pioneer. It was the first company to actually implement the HRD system within its organization. So as I explained you, let's read out the definition. HRD scorecard is an indicator of level of HR maturity of organization and its alignment for the organization strategy. Here I told you about the maturity. Now what do you mean by maturity? Matured person. Who is called a matured person? A person who is capable of making the decision, a person who is able to understand the logic behind any kind of decision being taken, a person who is able to convert his individual needs into the goals, his goals or organizational goal. A matured person is well behaved. A matured person is planned person, a person who is calm, a person who is able to think logically, emotionally. That person is called as immature. Similarly, HRD developments or the functions are called as matured when HRD instruments or HRD functions or mechanism are able to achieve the organizational goal. Now, let's understand there is a company called A and B. A is a company which uses certain HRD mechanism. By using this mechanism, A was able to achieve 90% of the organizational goals, whereas B recently introduced HRD, or let's say it was having HRD function, but it was only able to achieve 50% of organizational goal. What does this mean? This means HRD system which is being used in organization A is far matured as compared to B. This is called as the HR maturity. So more mature is your HR, more you would be able to align to the organizational goal. Or you, when as an organization or as a human resource development, are able to achieve the organizational or understand the organizational strategy, make an alignment, achieve it to an efficient way, it means you are in matured. Now, for this, TV Rao has given 4 critical dimensions to understand this maturity. These are 4-letter rating of a grade, 4 critical dimensions of HRD. This is also called as HRD Scorecard 2500 TM. These 4 dimensions are HRD System Maturity Score, HRD Competence Score, HRD Culture, Business Linkage Score. Now, what is HRD System Maturity Score? As I gave you the example, here A and B, whatever mechanism, whatever instrument being used by the organization is able to achieve the goals, then it is said that it is mature. An organization is said to have a matured HRD system if it is having a planned system of human resource development. It is using the mechanism or the instruments like career planning, succession planning, career development, management for performance appraisal, quality circle, quality management, and so on. Then comes HRD competence score. Now, how is this competence score calculated? Here, competency refers to what extent your human resources or the employees are competent enough to achieve the goals or the targets. So, if I have the employee called A, B, and C, A is able to achieve the goals to the 80%, B is able to achieve to 70%, C is able to achieve 60%. So, who is more competent? A is more competent. So competency, more the competency, more efficient you are and more you would be able to achieve the organizational goals. Competencies are decided by 3 dimensions: skills, knowledge, and abilities holded by the employees. Then culture. Octapic culture, OCTAPE, is PCE or Octapace culture given by Uday Parikh is considered to be an ideal culture. We will be studying in coming videos related to this. So HRD culture is said to be occurring or existing in an organization if an organization is following an octapic culture. So for proper human resource development, you need to have an HRD culture as well. Then business linkage score. If the functions or the HRD, if the functions or the HRD dimensions or the developmental program are able to actually align or achieve the organizational goals, it means it was actually able to link the individuals or the HR practices or functions to the business. That is a business linkage score. So this is all about HRD scorecard. In next class, we would be doing approaches of human resource development. Any question, ask me in the comment section.